Chigee is a Chinese technology company making some really interesting products for motorcycle riders, and they contacted Cycle Talk and asked us if we'd like to test some of their gear. We said sure thing, thinking they'd send us one device. They've sent us this massive box. So starting at the top, the A05 Lite. This is $1,000, $999. However, it's got Apple Carplay, it's got Android Auto, and it's also got cameras. So these cameras mount at the front and back of your bike to give you things like blind spot monitoring, but also video recording. So it's like having a dash cam plus a whole lot of other features that records travel data. It's got a parking sensor so that, you know, I'm presuming that's for theft and to make sure your bike isn't disturbed, but I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll get to all that when we test these in the future. This is another interesting one. This one's $799. It's the A05 Play. So this is a slightly cheaper version of the one I was just mentioning. However, it's also doesn't have the cameras. So I'm not sure what the other differences are, but it saves you a couple $100, but you don't have those cameras. A different model is the XR2, which again is primarily a CarPlay Android Auto device, so it connects to your phone and gives you all that. So it gives you navigation, it gives you comms, it gives you talking on the phone, music to your helmet, to your Bluetooth headset inside your helmet. And there's lots of other features that go with them. Now, all of them will support the remote control that mounts on your handlebars to operate it, or you can use the touch screen, and the tyre pressure monitoring. You can get a tyre pressure monitoring system so to keep an eye on your tyre pressures, which I really like. They have sent me the remote control, which is really good. They have sent me external tyre pressure system. So I've got a feeling that it depends on the type of wheels you've got or the unit that you buy as to which of the tyre pressure monitoring you need. A lens hood. Now this is something I've discovered with using phones, with using other devices, that the sun can often hit the screen at a particular angle and make it very hard to see. And a lens hood or a hood will shade it and will help. There's a mount to mount it across on a crossbar. And there's two other devices they've sent me here that I think are really interesting. This one here is a motorcycle wireless charging phone holder. It's a Chigee 2, it's $203. You can buy it with or without the charging system, which drops the price a little bit. So it's vibration damped. It sits, you know, on your handlebars or wherever you mount it. But the idea is you don't have to use a particular case, and it's got wireless charging through the back. So if you're not a fan of using those the cases that mount to bikes, this could be a really good option. So we'll be testing that out as well. And last but not least, because in some ways this is the most exciting product of the lot, this is the TR100. It's a two-way charging hub, $187. But it gives you a USB-C port and a USB-A port, and you can charge your devices right up and including things like a MacBook Pro laptop or your PC laptop. You can charge them, big drones, things like that that might not charge off a normal USB port. This thing supports 100 watts, which is huge. But the other thing you can do with it, beyond charging all your phones, all your devices, is you can charge your bike's battery by plugging in a USB charger into this device in your garage or whatever, and it'll provide a charge to your battery on your bike. So it works as a trickle charger back to your bike, as well as charging your devices when you're on the road. So I think that thing could be a really, really good thing to have mounted on your bike if you're going long distances, if you're traveling a lot, or even especially if you don't even use your bike a lot, you put it on your bike, you can keep your battery charged up really easily and simply and still have ports when you're on the road. So we're going to be testing these products out. We're going to be putting them on bikes. We're going to be showering them with water. We're going to be testing them out as much as we can to see how they all go. Hope you sign up to get notifications and become a subscriber, and then you'll know when each new video drops.